Welcome to day 17 of Reflections of Joy. Today's selection is titled, Why Write? It's a shame for a woman to grow old without ever seeing the strength and beauty of which her body is capable. Socrates. Take a second, break from reading, and grab your owner's manual. I'll wait here. I'm waiting. Still waiting. Are you coming back? You can't find it. Funny, right? But not really. Can you think of any one thing in your life that's more important than your body? Of course, your heart, mind, and soul, but I'm including all those things when I say body. Who taught you to care for the greatest gift you've ever been given? If your upbringing was like mine, no one really talked about how you care for the maintenance of your body. When you're young, your machine handles abuse, going miles on little fuel and even farther on no rest. You rebound from fender benders quickly, and your insurance claims are typically few and far between. Over time, you start to notice a creak here or a twinge over there, and you're not quite sure what to do with it, so you head to the doctor. You might have an x-ray or a few tests, and likely you'll leave with something that makes you feel better. It might be a referral, or exercise, a lifestyle recommendation, or a prescription. I'm all about modern medicine, and I'm grateful for those who have spent years learning to be doctors and therapists. But sometimes I feel like our healthcare system enables us to take the easy way out. I know it's easy to take a pill, but isn't there just a little bit of you who would like to fix your problem without a prescription or a procedure? Journaling has given me the data I needed to make choices that are best for me. Recently, after completing a yearly lab work, I had a back and forth with my primary doctor's nurse about the need for additional testing. One of the screening results seemed a little high, and she advised me to conduct more tests. I have historical evidence in my journals and my medical chart showing my numbers are consistent at varying weights, enabling me to avoid unnecessary procedures. Fortunately, I've reached a point in my life when I have a team of doctors willing to listen to me and entertain my observations about my body. It hasn't always been that way. But now that I have health information that covers an extended period through my journals, they're usually willing to work with me. Unfortunately, I'm reaching an age where many of my peers are on medications. It seems that the expectation is to take a pill when things are out of whack. But that's not how I want to live my life or spend my money. The record of my behaviors and historical test results help me remain in control of my health journey. I eat a regular diet of protein, fat, carbs, and veggies, but I keep track so I know why I'm seeing changes or feeling stalled. Surprisingly, I experience the most significant progress when I eat regularly, 3 to 4 times a day. Less food is definitely not always better for my weight loss goals. As I mentioned, I write down more than just my food. Exercise, sleep, incontinence moments, and other changes are also recorded. I include my monthly cycle, when I still had one, joint pain, headaches, hot flashes, moodiness, they're all in there. I just started my first oral medication for psoriasis, and now I keep track of my skin condition so I can justify the cost and determine the benefit of a drug in my body. Finally, I record exercise. I like matching my activity up with other things in my life. Some aches and pains are justified, like a sore hip after a 5-mile beach walk. Others are something to pay attention to, like knee pain that won't go away, no matter how much I rest, ice, or ibuprofen I try. I have an owner's manual created for my unique machine, and you should too. I've worked with several women who had journaling practice at one point or another in their life, but many of them have given it up for various reasons. One friend told me she used to be an avid journaler, but the process had become cumbersome. She would spend hours rereading and organizing at the expense of enjoying life. She burned her journals in the backyard fire pit, releasing herself from the past they contained, and hasn't journaled since. I polled a group of friends and learned there are many reasons that they quit journaling. Lack of time, busy schedules, family responsibilities, and work commitments often leave women feeling like they lack time for journaling. Lack of privacy, worries about someone else reading their journals. Self-criticism. Some women may be overly critical of their writing, feeling that their entries are not meaningful or well written. Emotional difficulty. Journaling often involves delving into emotions, which can be challenging or painful. Some women may quit because they find this emotional exploration uncomfortable. I've slipped into downbeat rhythms, crying over pages and tearing portions out as well. But over time, I realized the good outweighs the bad, and I've faithfully been journaling for the last several years. Below, I've listed a few reasons you might want to reconsider journaling. An emotional outlet. Journaling provides a safe and private space to get it all out. Creative outlet. Journaling is a great way to explore creativity through writing, drawing, or praying. Goal setting and tracking. Using journals to set goals, track progress, and celebrate. Enhanced communication. Journaling can improve communication skills. I often work through tough conversations on paper before meeting someone in person. I feel prepared and able to articulate my thoughts and feelings. Preserving memories. Write to share your stories or remember them in years to come. Creativity and inspiration. Journaling can help me when I'm stuck. Random free writing often produces an idea that helps me break through. Ultimately, you have to do what works best for you. I know life flies by quickly, and I had difficulty keeping track of facts and losing grasp of great ideas too quickly for my liking. Consider it if the potential benefits of writing outweigh your obstacles, and let me know if you decide to pick up your pen again. I'd encourage you to start creating your own owner's manual. Take care.